Hello and welcome to day 12 of my 365-day iPhone video challenge. I don't know if you've ever had this problem. I sometimes, when I'm working on a speech for a client or doing a corporate workshop, I am guilty of over-researching. I will spend days, weeks, months researching on the internet, reading books, etc., before I put pen to paper to write the speech or the course. I have been known to spend weeks looking at different types of printer, whether it be inkjet, mono, color, or laserjet. I have spent and wasted countless hours knowing the ins and outs of printers and printer cartridges for that matter. I call this analysis paralysis, where I waste huge amounts of time analyzing a problem and not actually doing anything about it. I can overcome it, and I have overcome it, by a couple of simple things. One, I set a limit now on all analysis. So whether I'm recording one of these videos, I set an analysis set of 30 minutes. I'm not going to spend more than 30 minutes thinking about what I'm going to speak about before I get in front of a camera. If I am preparing a speech, I might set some analysis of a couple of hours or a couple of weeks or a couple of days, but then on such and such a day, at such and such a time, I am stopping and I start work. One of the biggest issues that I see with people is they have analysis paralysis over a decision they're going to make. And I ask myself a number of key questions before any decision that I've got to make. Is one, how important is the decision? I.e., will this decision affect me today, more than just today? Will it affect me next week? Will it affect me next month? Will it affect me in a year's time? Nearly every decision I found isn't going to really affect you in a year's time. So do you know what? Make them quick. Get on with it. Stop procrastinating. The other question I ask myself is, can this decision be rectified? I.e., is it possible that if I make this decision, will I be able to change it later on? And how much will it cost me in time, money, and emotional currency? Will it take, and again, I found is actually, buying a printer, writing a speech, whatever it is, actually, if I go down the wrong path, I can probably easily course correct later on down the line. No decision is ever life and death, I found. And actually, funnily enough, the things that are, the answer to probably straight away anyway. There's no analysis paralysis in those. The last thing that I think about is, for me, the editor, the voice in our head is there to keep us safe. But because it has a fear of making a mistake, what it does is it helps you catastrophize certain things. It goes, well, you need to know this, you've got to get it completely right, it's got to be perfect. And guess what? The rational bit of our brain, the rational voice in our head, should challenge that at all times. Nothing has to be perfect. I think the biggest thing that holds nearly everyone back is the fear that they must make everything perfect, whether it be the perfect cake for a party, the perfect dinner party, the perfect video, the perfect course. They must make it perfect, but actually they spend so much time worrying about making it perfect, they either don't do anything or waste too much time and therefore then have to rush at the end, and that becomes stressful and your adrenaline level goes up, which is fine if you're addicted to stress, but I'm not. So, a couple of things to remember at the end of this video. One, don't become a victim of analysis paralysis. Two, challenge it. Challenge if your brain's catastrophizing. Challenge perfectionism. Three, always ask the question, how important is this decision? Will it affect me in a week, day, a month, a year from now? Because probably you can out-talk your editor and say, no, I'm just going to get on and take action. Bye-bye.